Roughly, we think mine started about age 5. And it wasn't, I didn't know what it was. I mean, my mom just would bring different guys home, and she would always call it like the tickle game. And I never had a father in my life, so, I didn't know what was wrong. It was wrong. I'd get home from school, sometimes she was home, sometimes she wasn't. There was plenty of times that I would ask a friend if I could just come and hang out at their house because I never knew what was going to happen at home. It came to a stop when I went to school. We played some sort of game and a boy touched me, is when I just kind of flipped out at school, and they took me to the nurse, and the nurse called DSS, and we did all that. My mom was given the option of either losing custody of me or sending me to a family member. But then I got to my family member, and it was, we don't talk about that stuff. That stuff doesn't happen in our family. I knew something was wrong growing up, but could never pinpoint it. And when I was put up for adoption, where I had to go to court and testify against my mother, they were like, everybody thought it was rape back then. You were just raped as a child by, several guys. And it was never identified as my mother was trafficking me out to different guys. Back then it was known as rape. So they put me in rape counseling, and that did nothing for me. We don't know how many memories there are. It's just like peeling an onion. Each time you peel an onion, it's a different layer of something. And it takes a while, because with me, it takes a while to get through the first memory, because you got to heal the first memory completely before the next memory can come out. Because if you bring them out too many at one time, you can go right back down into a hole, and just, there could be suicidal thoughts. There could be thoughts of going back, going out and pimping out yourself because that was the way you were brought up. It's just different layers of trauma that you have to live through and work through with counselors, and have the right counselor that knows how to go through that with you. So as you grow up and, going through a marriage, having kids, I couldn't trust my husband. I didn't know, what was, I never trusted a guy. I still don't trust guys very far, or other females, because I've been hurt so many times by people. When I started working through my problems, and when I went back to school at an older age, and I started doing research on human trafficking and finding out how many kids out there are actually suffering and nobody's doing anything about it. Why should a kid have to suffer or go through being pimped out or sold or just chained to a bed? I mean, it is just, or sold for a cup of sugar or a pack of beer. Our society needs to wake up and take notice. They just don't want to know what's going on at their neighbor's house, or, because we are small town USA. You would be like, oh, that happens other places. That doesn't happen here. But it happens here as much as it happens anywhere else. Right now, I throw myself into my job because I want to show that, hey, I am a survivor. I've overcome this. Yeah, I still have parts of it with me, but I can't let that define who I'm going to be now. I am not a victim. I never thought I could get a job, let alone live by myself, because I was always so scared of being in a place by myself. I've done all that, and there's more goals I want to reach. So don't let it keep you down. Shoot for the stars. Go after your dreams. Just because it happened once, you can change your life around.